Hey, welcome to Vortex Garage, and we haven't had a video update in quite a while. Well, we had one last week, but we wanted to catch up on why the updates have been less frequent. I also wanted to catch up on some projects, and well, that turned into a lengthy video, so we're going to split it up into two parts. Today, we're just going to talk a little bit about why we haven't done as many video updates, and then we're going to follow up with a video right after that and walk you through some project updates. It'll be a little longer for those of you who want to see that. As you've probably seen, those of you who are subscribed, we definitely appreciate it. Haven't had as many updates this year as I normally do, and the main thing is the work is definitely happening, but what's been really difficult is finding time to edit the videos. So if you got any tips on how to do that faster, that would be awesome. But there's a couple things that have also been kind of holding me up on that. We'll talk about that in a second, and that would be our pups, or one of them in particular. So not our cats, our Jags are keeping us busy, and I suppose they are keeping us from editing because we're always working on something. But specifically, we got our pups here. Got Sharky. He's chilling. But Gwen, in particular, is getting pretty old. She is now over 15, and as you can tell, she's quite the sleeper right now. And she has a little bit of struggles walking, sometimes struggles getting up, but she loves her food, she loves hanging out, and she loves doing various things. But the biggest thing is she can't go upstairs anymore. And all of my video editing stuff I had kind of in a loft area with a home office. And it got to the point where I was kind of made a makeshift work area and just did not want to put her in a position where she couldn't go. If I'm not around, she starts barking. She knows I'm up there, she can't go, she barks. So I have since kind of repurposed some stuff and got a nice spot set up that is on the single level where she can get to. It's not up the stairs to the loft area. So Gwen can hang out while we're doing videos. But even then, she needs a lot more kind of care, as you can kind of tell. And but it's not all bad. She's doing fine. She's just super sleepy right now because it's midday nap time. Right, Gwen? See, she's sleeping. But you give her a treat and she'll wake right up. And so yeah, she needs a little bit of help with the back legs, and a lot of times she can do it on her own. And of course, she's on a bunch of different medication that sort of helps with it. And so she turned 15 on April 6th of this year, and it is now May 31st. So she's moving along pretty well into her 15th year. And but as a result, like I said, I'd really kind of took things out. So just a little more backstory. She had an event in December, I think it's called a vestibular event. And I'll share some pictures, but it was kind of freaky and scary. I'd never had a dog that this happened to. I thought she had a stroke or something. She, lost her sense of balance. She looked very confused. She was holding her head sideways, and everything turned out to be fine. Within about a week, she was back up and walking. But ever since then, she definitely doesn't walk on her own as well as she used to. She needs a little bit of help here and there, but all in all is doing well. So she enjoys coming out here and sleeping. I've got her little area set up here, and she's comfortable, so she can hang out while I'm working on stuff. But like I said, that in itself, that event back in December, and ever since then, I had to kind of relocate where I was working and just sort of lost the area for video editing and tried to do it on the laptop, and it just wasn't happening. So that's where a lot of the video stuff fell off. Now, since then, I've got set up, but even then, finding time at night is still tough. Not making excuses, just saying how it is. And, getting her in there where she can relax while I'm doing it. The big thing with her is she loves her food and loves her treats, and she will pester you to no end, no matter how tired she is. She wakes up about 6 p.m. every night until about 10 p.m. She is just trying to get stuff out of you. And we got to watch her because we're trying to watch her weight, even with her advanced age. The heavier, if she could lose a little weight, that would be great. It's hard since she can't really exercise too much. But certainly this is, something we're trying to help out with and help Gwen with. What you want? Oh, yeah. Do I have some treats for you? Go back to sleep? Yeah. And this guy, he's now 7. And excuse the nails, we got to get a groomer in here. His nails and also his coat. He goes twice a year and this undercoat really sheds, and he needs some good work on that. We try to get to it, but he likes to, he's not a big fan of being brushed, right, buddy? but you're good. So they like hanging out here. He doesn't like loud noises, so sometimes in the shop if I'm doing something loud, I don't bring him out. She's pretty indifferent about everything, and she just likes relaxing and being near us. So like I said, without making excuses, that's a little bit of an explanation as to why we haven't made as many videos. Now, in fact, I have a massive backlog of video to edit. We have a lot of things that we worked on. In fact, I stopped filming stuff a little bit because it's nice to just be able to come out and work on some things as a stress reliever. But to not film just makes it a little more enjoyable. But also it's like, why keep filming? I'm gonna run out of hard drive space here, you know? I mean, I have videos of things I shot a year ago that we never edited I think would make great content. So I'm going to try to get to that backlog. But also as we do new things here, we'll grab camera, try to get some videos up there, and just, I think honestly, just giving you updates of what we're working on would be pretty cool to do. So, but if you're kind of curious where we've been, what we've been doing, that's essentially it. Unscripted, kind of just walking through it. Like I said, it's really Gwen in her advanced age, and my spot where I can edit video. We've just tried to change things around to accommodate both things, and I think we've got it. All right, so look soon for part 2, and we're going to walk you through some of our project updates, fill you out on things that we have been working on, and some struggles we've had with a few of the vehicles, and you might even see a turtle. So we'll see you there.